Yo, what's up, everybody? We are going to be doing a cold call. I call these cold calls. This person had communicated with my SMS campaign. I'm about to give her my first call. Hopefully, she answers. This lead is out of in Georgia. And let's get it. Let's see if we could get some information. I am going to be setting this call, gathering information so I could send it off to somebody and they handle the rest. Hello?
Calling. I'm sorry I can't get with you right now, but
Okay, she didn't answer on the first call. We got a double double. I got my dogs here, so if you hear little footsteps, you know what's going on.
hello?
Hey, Miss Robinson.
Yeah,
Hey, man, my name is Antonio. How you doing this Thursday?
okay.
Yeah, man, I'm blessed. I can't complain. Mrs. Robinson, I believe my partner, Miss Janelle, had been in communication with you regarding one of your properties down there on Village Way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to connect with you, and it sounds like that may be a property you're going to be selling, or you're still not 100% sure.
Not, I'm going to be selling, but I mean, it's not going to be out there indefinite. I can turn it into back into the rental property that it could be. So,
Understood. And like you mentioned, you will be selling, but you don't have to. But out of those two, I mean, what is more important to you? I mean, I don't want to waste your time if you're going to rather just put it back into the portfolio.
right now, I just kind of wanted to make sure that I saw all options. This is the first time I've ever took it out of the portfolio.
Understood.
Get us the price. That is one of the ones that I will let go.
Understood. What were you hoping to get for the property?
As I stated, well, I'm not sure if that was Janelle or not. If I listed my niece, I've already told her that I'm looking to list it for 329 and cash at 315, and we can negotiate in between.
Okay, awesome. Okay. I mean, Mrs. Robinson, were you thinking of selling within the next 30, 60, 90 days? Or, I mean, did you have a different timeline in mind?
In the 30 days.
Understood. Understood. And I'm just pulling this one up, and I see here that one's about 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, around 1,300 square feet. Does that sound about right?
Yes, however, that's the upper level. The lower level, there's a complete complete family room and guest room downstairs with the utility room. So I'm not sure if that's going in.
Okay, so are we saying that it's a total of 4 bedrooms?
Yeah,
Okay, and that
exactly.
in the guest room, does it have windows in the closet and ventilation?
It has windows.
It has windows. Okay,
Yes,
understood.
windows.
Okay, and is that about the same size as all the other bedrooms upstairs?
No, I would think that room is a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Understood. And can we speak just very briefly on the condition of the property? I know I see a little bit of notes. I know you mentioned obviously whether home's in great condition or, decent condition, there will be repairs needed. Can we kind of speak a little bit about that?
So if I'm going to if I'm going to speak on it, it's pretty much to say yes, it is going to. There is some repairs are definitely needed. I would definitely say that my thoughts for the bathroom need to be upgraded. However, the kitchen has been remodeled in the last 2 years, and there is a new HVAC system that was placed in there about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
And that there is new ceiling fans in most all of the rooms except for one. The structure is pretty much, I mean, the kitchen has a beautiful ceramic floor, and the kind of, it's a closed-in kind of kitchen, but yet open to the dining room. They're in the shed, closed in a shed. Court. I think you can probably see all this. Uh, what else? It definitely says I would be putting in fresh coats of paint. I mean, those are things that are definitely needed because it has those the last coats left. But yeah,
Understood. Understood. So maybe obviously, like you mentioned, we'll possibly need some upgrades. I know you got a new HVAC. It sounds like it has some good structure. The bones are still, intact. That's very great to hear. How many would you happen to know how old that roof is?
the last time it was replaced was 2011.
2011. Okay, understood. Understood. So it just sounds like, I mean, like you mentioned, maybe some updating if it was to go on the open market or whoever may be the next owner. I mean, I did want to ask you a question. Is this property currently being rented out? Is it tenant occupied or is it vacant?
It it recently vacant
Recently vacant. Okay. And how recent is that? Is it the last few weeks, few months?
end of February.
End of February. Okay. And since then, you still haven't, you weren't 100% sure if you wanted to kind of just, do some fixing up and get some new renters in there or just maybe listen to it on the market.
Right now with my travel schedule, that's why I'm not trying to do it. I'm trying to actually really go ahead and sell it. However, like I said, unlike most sellers, I'm probably not one that says that I gotta just book anything. Here's why that.
No, understood, understood. And I don't want to just hand you over anything, right? I understand. It sounds like you bought this as an investment property. You've had some turnovers, but now, like you mentioned, your travel schedule. It sounds like, selling is something you may be leaning towards a little bit more. But Mr.
Oh yeah.
Robinson, I mean, Village Way sounds like, with the information provided, it sounds like such a great property. I mean, why are you considering selling at this point? What is it about the
Well,
travel schedule and everything else?
my 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 work schedule, my life schedule right now is pretty hectic, and the window just kind of opened with that last departure uh, of a tenant, and the fact that it's so much building going up in the downtown Lawrenceville, which I'm not sure if you know the area, but that is downtown Lawrenceville.
Hmm.
And so the amenities that are going up and just really, I think it's just it's the perfect family or rental property. And of course, I want to see it how much I can get out of it. If not, then I need to turn around and make some other thoughts.
Understood. Understood. And okay. And when you say other thoughts, what do you mean? Are like, putting some money back into it, getting it repaired and, keeping in the rental business, or what do you mean by some other? Okay.
Exactly. I I've certainly been approached by some other friends of families that are saying that, maybe you should keep it. VA housing is just a market for people looking for ability to be able to do downtown Lawrenceville and just the fact that it is convenient with all the locations that are being built around it.
Understood. I totally understand. These are big decisions we have to make, whether, hey, life schedule, work schedule, and maybe selling may open up a plethora of more opportunities and more doors to be opened if you were to sell. But maybe if you were to just keep it, it sounds like, that's still a win-win situation there. But also we have to consider, having turnovers and having all the other stuff. But it sounds like you've been doing this for quite some time now, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Understood. Understood. And like I said, I did want to just gather some information because I'm going to go speak to my partners and kind of see. They'll let me know. I know you mentioned cash would be open to 315 or listing price 329. I mean, based on the situation and the price you'd like, I mean, sometimes a cash offer isn't the only route we can take. I mean, we also offer creative solutions. Is that something you may be open to hearing out, like maybe seller financing or taking payments over time?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not in a position where I have to do any financing or take me payment. So that's pretty much where I'm at. That's the two options that I'm today. The listed and then either cash, and then that's really what I'm looking forward.
Understood. Understood. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for, all the information. This definitely sounds like a property would be interested in. Just so I could get the best offer. Whether it's cash. It has to be cash, like you mentioned. You're not in a position to hear anything else out. I'll definitely. Would it be okay if I have my partner give you a ring? And she's def or he's actually going to take just a closer look. He's in the office next by. If you have some availability within the maybe the next few hours, we'll be able to just give you, a rundown, and maybe if the offer may work for you, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Okay, understood. Would you have some availability within the next, within the evening today?
Sure.
Okay, understood. Did you say sure or what time?
Yeah, I am available.
Okay, awesome, awesome. It may be
Up until
okay, awesome. So once you speak with my partner, they'll be able to answer more specific questions. I have enough for them to, just have a general idea and, kind of see if the numbers may be in the same ballpark on where we would have to be at. Um, so yeah, Mrs. Robinson, like I said, my name is Antonio. Thank you for sharing all the information regarding the property. I'm just going to gather this up, pass it along, and then I have my partner, either Chris or Brandon, will be giving you a ring. Okay.
okay.
Okay, Mr. Robinson.
That's fine.
Thank you. You enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Dang, so I'm switching over from, gathering information to, like, focusing on me doing it all the way, but I'm focusing on lately on my calls. I haven't been making too many calls. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I didn't dig down too much on motivation. I didn't dig deep down on these type of things. So let me know what you guys think. What could I have done better? What would you have you guys said? If there's anything you guys liked, any things you guys didn't like, please let me know. I haven't been making as much calls. I'm, a little bit rusty, but please let me know. I'm going to pass this along though to the homies, and if it works, man, I'm in the mix. So yeah, peace.